The champions are back. Successive titles, and there's lots of noise about them getting another one. Manchester City were electric last season, and they really needed to be.
And Aguero goes for elevation and achieves perfection. Wonderful, fabulous, fantastic. Brilliant, just brilliant. They are a phenomenon. He is a genius. He wins, and he wins again. The champions in 2019 are Manchester City.
Back-to-back titles, but this is a Pep Guardiola team. He'll want another. And the only team to ever win the Premier League 3 times in a row, Manchester United.
I don't think there's many reasons really to see that they've changed a lot from last season. I think the fact that they were pushed so closely last year by Liverpool has probably kept them on their toes. And you look at Guardiola's career, there hasn't really been any signs of a drop-off. They do just seem, to be very resilient and relentless.
I don't understand the people how it's so demanding. So after the first title, I had to make back-to-back, now third. So come on, let us breathe. So of course we're going to try to win like every season. It's nice to be in there and to be, to be the team to be beaten. When you have that feeling, it's addictive and you want to repeat it. So we're going to try.
£60 million right-back Joao Cancelo was a late addition to Pep's plans. Rodri's in too, and City look menacing.
I think the squad is pretty well stocked. I think the one issue is maybe at left back, where Delphi, of course, wasn't a natural left back, but he's left. There's always question marks about Mendy. So they probably don't have really one solid player to play that role. Teams have got to be quite honest in the fact they're not going to dominate possession against City. City are just too good in that regard. And the teams that beat them last year tended to do it really through counter-attacking. I thought the Chelsea win at Stamford Bridge was interesting because they attacked in a slightly different way. They almost invited City to press before passing the ball quickly.
It's Chelsea's day.
City aren't a tall side. They do have weaknesses at set pieces. Maybe the loss of Kompany, who's probably their best penalty box defender, will cause problems too.
City are in the capital for their opener, though Leroy Sané won't be there because of a serious injury. And don't forget either that West Ham away was a bit of a problem for Man City's title rivals last season.
Antonio drilled it in, he scored against Liverpool again.
I think West Ham are starting to feel more settled at home now. I think just the process of winning games, they had a couple of decent victories last season against Arsenal, for example, and I think that when you have those memorable moments as a fan, it starts to feel a little bit more like home.
We know that we have that game against Manchester City, but we are confident that we will not play with scare because we play with the champion. We are trying to work as we need to do against that team, but always not leaving out our style of play.
I think it's probably a decent time to play City. West Ham will be, happy to have had a few months to scout them. I think that with West Ham using Michail Antonio on the right flank, potentially, he's just a very difficult player to play against, I think. Great speed, a height advantage over Zinchenko as well if there's crosses to the far post. So I think that left-back zone is probably the most questionable one for City.
The latest journey begins here. Everyone wants to stop the machine that is Manchester City, but the question that West Ham, and indeed the rest, will again be asking themselves is how.